Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flagg. The new look Dallas Mavericks are scary. All the talk around them was about how they lost Luka, but quietly they are still a pretty good team. Whether you believe the NBA is rigged or Nico Harrison got lucky, they were somehow rewarded for the strangest front office decision ever. They got rid of their generational superstar behind his back and were rewarded with the #1 pick in the draft, where there was yet another generational player up for grabs, Cooper Flagg. Every once in a while, a basketball prospect comes along who feels different, and that guy right now is Cooper Flagg. The former Duke freshman was hyped as the best American prospect since LeBron James, though I found that kind of disrespectful to Zion given how much hype was around him when he came out of Duke. There is so much hype around Flagg not just because of his potential, but due to the fact that he's already good enough to immediately contribute to winning basketball. At Duke, the 6'9" forward averaged 19.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 4.2 assists while shooting 48% from the field, 38.5% from 3, and 84% at the line. He led the Blue Devils to a Final Four and won basically every major award: the Wooden Award, Naismith Player of the Year, and ACC Rookie of the Year. Scouts love that he scores, can pass, can defend, and competes in every single possession. That's what makes Flagg stand out. There are just not many holes in his game. He can run an offense like a guard, he can create his own shot, he can rebound in traffic, and he can protect the rim with a 7-foot wingspan and 35.5-inch vertical. At Duke, he wasn't just scoring, he ranked top 10 in the ACC in assist percentage despite playing as a forward. That's why his coach let him bring the ball up all the time like a point guard. If you need more proof that he belongs, check his time with the USA select team. At just 17, he was scrimmaging against Olympians, and he fit right in, hitting threes over Anthony Davis, putting back rebounds against Bam Adebayo, and even backing down Drew Holiday for a bucket. Coaches there said that he already looked like he'd been in the league. The only critique people have had of Flagg is his jumper. He started slow at Duke, shooting under 30% from deep through his first dozen games, but instead of getting rattled, he just worked on his mechanics mid-season, lowering his base, relaxing his guide arm, and improving his follow-through. The result? Well, he was shooting 44% from 3 for the rest of the way. That kind of quick adjustment is why people think he'll transition smoothly to the NBA. Flagg signed his rookie deal in July, worth about $62.7 million over 4 years. He made his summer league debut in Las Vegas and showed flashes of why Dallas is so excited. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and a block in 32 minutes. The efficiency wasn't great. He shot 5 for 21, but he was everywhere. He defended multiple positions, he made the right passes, and he never looked lost. The Mavs see him as someone who can help right away. With Kyrie coming off an ACL injury and Doncic now gone, Flagg has the chance to be the face of the franchise from day one. Plenty of #1 picks have had time to figure things out. Flagg looks like he's ready now. He's unselfish, he defends, and he doesn't need to score 30 every night to impact winning. That mindset has been there since he was in middle school, beating college players in 1v1 runs. At Montverde, he led his team to a 33-0 record. At Duke, he was the best player in the country. And now in Dallas, he steps into a team that needs exactly what he does best: have energy, be versatile, and tough. Dallas got lucky at the lottery. Cooper Flagg might make that luck look like genius. For years, the Mavs lived and died by Luka's pick and roll game. Luka would collapse the D, spray the ball out, and Dallas would bury teams with 3-pointers. From 2018 to 2024, they were always near the top of the league in 3-point attempts and offensive efficiency. But naturally, in the NBA, things changed fast. After Luka was traded in February, Dallas shifted their identity. The GM, Nico Harrison, put it very simply: defense wins championships. With Kyrie now recovering from a torn ACL, the Mavs are gonna have to grind out wins instead of outscoring everyone. Trading Luka made Kyrie the most important player on the roster. Yes, AD might be the better overall player, but no one can replace Kyrie's ability to create shots. Until he's back, Dallas has to get creative. That's exactly why they signed D'Angelo Russell. He can shoot and pass, but he's streaky. He had a rough year with the Lakers, ended up traded to Brooklyn, but we've also seen him put up 18 points and 6 assists a night while shooting over 40% from 3. Now the problem with D'Angelo is that he doesn't attack the rim much, and this Dallas team already struggles with spacing. AD will get plenty of touches too. He was an offensive powerhouse last year when he was healthy. The rest of the starting lineup also looks set: Russell, Flagg, AD, plus one of the centers, either Derek Lively or Gafford. The final spot comes down to Klay Thompson or PJ Washington. Obviously Thompson gives you more spacing, but Washington gives you size and defense. Both things matter, but the team desperately needs more shooting around AD. Jason Kidd has hinted that he wants to use Cooper Flagg the same way that the Bucks once used Giannis. Lots of on-ball reps to speed up development. At Summer League, Flagg already showed that he can run an offense, setting up teammates and looking very comfortable with the ball. At 6'9", he's built like a forward, but Dallas don't need him there right now. They already have AD, Lively, and Gafford in the front court. Instead, they want to use his passing and vision. Flagg was Duke's assist leader last year, and he's great at throwing lobs, which is perfect with all the rim runners that Dallas has. Dallas landing that number 1 pick really felt too lucky, because adding Cooper Flagg changes everything, but it also raises questions about Washington's fit. He's been huge for Dallas in the past 2 years, hitting threes, attacking the rim, defending top players, and providing stability when the team was in chaos post Luka. But there's an overlap between him and Flagg, though the Mavs think that they can mesh. Washington even said he's cool playing with Flagg, no egos. Dallas doubled down on him in the summer with a 4-year, $89 million extension. He can't be traded this season, so whether he starts or comes off the bench, he's going to play big minutes. The biggest factor is, can the Mavs stay healthy? Kyrie is out for months. AD had multiple injuries last year, including a retina surgery in July. He's only played 65 plus games 5 times in 13 seasons. And for a Dallas team looking to compete in the West, they'll need him available and dominant. Derek Lively's health matters too. He's shown flashes, but he's already had multiple surgeries in 2 years. Him and AD barely played together last season, and the Mavs want to see if that Twin Towers lineup can work. If Dallas stays healthy, they've got the pieces. They've got AD as the anchor. They have Kyrie, who eventually, when he comes back, can be the closer, and Flagg can be the do-it-all rookie who can even handle point guard duties. If these guys cannot stay healthy though, they're in for another uphill season. AD staying healthy is one of the biggest factors. He barely got a chance to play in his favorite spot last season. He logged just 95 minutes at power forward next to Derek Lively or Gafford before injuries wrecked Dallas's plans. AD went down with an abductor strain in his debut, Gafford hurt his knees 2 nights later, and then Lively was already out after foot surgery. The idea of AD at the 4 isn't new. The Lakers leaned on it heavily in the 2019-2020 season when he shared the floor with JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. The team went on to win the title in that bubble. Dallas is hoping for a similar setup. AD at the 4 with another true big. That gives them size, defense, and a path back to the playoffs. AD has also added a new look to his game. He is now wearing goggles like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Mavs star confirmed he had offseason surgery to repair a detached retina in his right eye, and doctors told him he'll need protective eyewear anytime he steps on the court from now on. With Kyrie sidelined with an ACL injury, Dallas did need another guard. That's exactly why they picked up D'Angelo Russell with the mid-level exception. Russell is coming off one of his worst years, shooting just 39% from the field and 31% from 3 while bouncing between teams. But Nico Harrison has publicly stated that he really believes in him. They kinda also don't have a choice. The Mavs badly need him to rediscover the form he had in the 2023-2024 season, when he hit 41.5% of his threes on big volume. Because the Mavs offense right now is a concern. They already struggled from deep, and AD has never been a reliable shooter. That's exactly why many people were pushing for Klay Thompson to be a starter. Washington might be the better all-around player right now, but Thompson's spacing is so essential. Hopefully Klay plays well and doesn't have a permanent migraine from dating Megan Thee Stallion. But as I mentioned earlier, the wild card really is Cooper Flagg. He completely retooled his jumper at Duke, and he shot really well over his final 24 games. Kid has even talked about using him as a main ball handler, like a point forward, exactly like what we've seen from Giannis in Milwaukee. Dallas could also ask Flagg to guard tough matchups on the perimeter. If the rookie can hang defensively with guys like Shea or Luka, that's a massive boost. Dallas's depth in general looks pretty deep. Washington has been a steady player since coming over in 2024. He does a little bit of everything, and he can play with anyone. Gafford was on a tear before his injury, averaging 15 points, 10 rebounds, and over 3 blocks a night during a hot stretch. He's only 26 and signed a team-friendly 3-year deal in June. Add in Caleb Martin, who's a 3-and-D wing, and Najee Marshall, a slasher with some playmaking ability, and the Mavs have a lot of flexibility on the wing. Dante Exum and Max Christie can also soak up minutes in the backcourt too. Then you have Jaden Hardy that can also shoot. Prosper has the size, but he has to prove that he can hit threes consistently. The Mavs are also intrigued by their two-way signings. Ryan Nembhard, who led college hoops in assists at Gonzaga, and Miles Kelly, a great shooter from Auburn. Nembhard isn't a big guy. He only stands at 5'11", but with AD and other shot blockers behind him, Dallas feel they can cover for his size. The big questions will always be health and offense. Kyrie's gonna miss at least half the season. They're gonna miss his 24.7 points, 4.8 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game. But the organization knows that his complete recovery is the most important thing in a championship pursuit, whether that comes this upcoming season or pushes to the next. AD, with his history and recent eye surgery, has to stay on the court too. And the Mavs also need Russell to be reliable and for Flagg to hit shots early. But there's real talent here. Flagg looks like one of the most NBA ready rookies in years. AD is still a game changer. Washington and Gafford are strong rotation guys who would start on most teams. If everyone stays healthy, Dallas could avoid the play-in and really make a deep run. If not, it could be another frustrating year.